Well, for more on this, we can speak to Corinna Hawkes. She's the director of the Centre for Food Policy at City University in London. Corinna, good to speak to you this evening. So just explain to us, if you will, some of the many reasons why people find it so difficult to eat well.
Some of it is economic. Often people don't have the access to the foods that can lead to a healthier diet. Sometimes it's physical. People don't have the stores available, and the food actually available to them. And sometimes it's because they've got so used to being around these foods, they're unhealthy foods, that they like to consume them and they get into unhealthy habits. So there's a whole range of reasons that underlie that. But the core problem from an obesity perspective is the fact that people are consuming inadequate diets.
Absolutely. Well, how can we try and get people to eat more healthily?
Well, one of the things we need to do is to encourage good, strong public policies that level the playing field for the way that the food industry behave. To say that it's simply not acceptable to market these foods to kids. It's not acceptable not to have foods which are appropriately labelled. And what we have is only around 30% of countries actually have made any progress in implementing three basic policies such as these. So we simply don't have enough governments who are taking strong action to make it clear to the food industry that certain behaviours are unacceptable. And at the same time, we need to be making sure that people have the skills and have the social support, and so that they enjoy and want to prepare healthy food at home.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned the food industry there, Corinna. In some parts, they're being referred to as like the new big tobacco, with sugar being the next epidemic to be tackled, like smoking was. What are the food industry doing to try and make sure that they provide healthy meals for people?
Well, the food industry is what's called reformulating. So what the food industry is doing is removing the amount of salt, it's removing the amount of sugar, and it's removing a certain amount of fats from food to lower the calories in food. The issue with that is that people will still overconsume when there's a whole culture of excessive consumption. So it's not enough just to reformulate benefits. People actually need to buy less and eat less, and that doesn't fit well with the business models of these large companies. So companies essentially need to be thinking of new business models of how they can make profit from still selling these foods, and that involves creating different types of foods, but it also means models of actually where they can make money of selling less, and that's a challenge for the industry.
It certainly is. Well, Corinna, unfortunately we have to leave it there, but thanks for joining us here on TRT World. Corinna Hawkes there.
Thank you.